Hey, Nebula, we're here for a week 2 match of Vitality Electric Rose versus Solar Extinction. It's Biscuit and Tetra. And,
My microphone didn't work. Okay, there we go. Hello. Microphone failed for some
hello.
reason.
Yeah. So, getting ready for this week 2 match. This is going to be exciting. And we also got one later tonight at 9:30, so that's going to be fun to see. Um, Let's see what the rosters might be for the night. Okay, so for Vitality, Electric Rose, we got Shadow, Orchid, Doobly, Sleepy Bear, and Q-Man. You got any notes on these people? You know any of these people, Tetra?
So no, I actually don't. I think I might have some ideas on Orchard, but I think outside of Orchard, I'm a little um clueless, I'll put. It's week two. I'm a little new to the season, so I'm gonna spend some time learning these players, not characters, these players as we go.
Well, yeah, with it being week 2, it'll be pretty good. But let's see what's on Solar Extinction. We got Cordic, Jay, CTH, and Arkloo, and Kai. I mean, you got Reinhardt there. That's always a fun pick to see.
Yeah,
Any,
I mean,
any of these people or
I
none of
actually do know
these people?
CTH. That's my boy right there. Or
That's your
yeah.
boy?
Yeah, well, I knew him for a while, for a couple years,
Ah,
so I do know them, but no one else again. But that's why we have game. That's why we're here casting, so to learn about these players, to see how good they are. You know.
absolutely. All right, let's get into our first map's bans. So let's see what the teams, I guess, are wanting to ban for the night. What is it? I think it is. Oh, hold on. The bans. Yeah, so we got Solar Extinction with a Kiriko ban, and we have Vitality Electric Rose with a Tracer ban. And it looks like our first map is going to be Lijiang Tower. I mean, I think this is generally a good map for those two heroes.
Mhm. Yeah, it definitely is. And also on top of it too, getting rid of Kiriko and Tracer allows a BAP to be played pretty comfortably. The only reason why it'd be very difficult to run a BAP is because like Tracer and the Kiriko just being way better at kind of like controlling lanes and holding angles. Not having that not having that Tracer to annoy your BAP allows you to kind of be a bit more flexible with your backline. You can run like a BAP, maybe even like a Wu Yang to some extent if you want to get like a bit slower, play a little passive. If you want to be a bit of a weirdo, get a little extra brawly. A Moira can also work as well. I think that Kiriko ban and the Tracer ban allows a bit more flexibility within that flex support category, which I think is really important. And also just it's more fun because Kiriko is really strong, really, really
Always has been.
and always has been a little overtuned in my opinion. So seeing Kiriko not in the game just allows a bit more
Oh,
fun, a bit more flexibility, a bit more enjoyment.
as a Kiriko main, I am sad with the patch they did on my
Um,
girl.
yeah, I mean,
But
still one of the best supports in the game, even after it. So
absolutely. Absolutely. But
yeah.
all right, well, it's going to be exciting to see this. Also, I think the new
Mhm.
heroes are enabled, aren't they, for this match? I think
Yes,
we got the new
they
ones.
are.
So, are we ready to see Jetpack Cat Simulator? Because
That
I'm
cat is gonna
betting
be fine.
we're going to see it.
I agree. Also think too, Emery got a buff recently. He's been like
Oh,
slowly getting
yeah.
like he's been getting like minor buffs. He got the range buff um a patch ago, and in this patch that came out recently, I think this Tuesday, he got the damage buff. Now he does 22 instead of 20 per shot. He can two
Nice.
tap. I think most squishies in the game. I think get like 250 or lower. I think he two
Initiating
taps.
match.
So a lot of good damage now, and so I do wonder like if teams are gonna run this Emery, try to like see like if this extra damage is really gonna like make put him over the edge of being like a top tier hit gain choice, or if it's just gonna be like for the rest of his life.
Got you. Yeah, I agree. So let's see what they're gonna roll out with as
Ready
comms.
for
We
battle.
got the Reinhardt. I love to see it. We got a Fab, Symmetra, Bastion, Vendetta. Oh god. Vendetta, Aria, Soulstorm, Pooh, and Baptist. I don't know. I really like Solar Extinction. I think will be great out of that combo.
I do think so. It's a bit more like neutral. I think you have really good engagement tools, good range, good combinations. But Vitality, Electric Burst team comp, have the
Good to see you.
And they're really good at denying the meta, especially like if you try to get things back up.
As it looks like Solar Extinction will win that first big team fight. Already 50% as Vendetta is crazy.
That's the problem. Because of that bubble in the they can just
up to already 10 kills for Jaleb in this week's new match. This is crazy. That is setting a statement to get this series going. Reinhardt, and now they have their own Vendetta. Vendetta versus Vendetta. And will fall. And Jaleb also gets the kill. Really good job from Solar. Really keeping up that pace.
And they were just getting.
What will Vitality Electric Rose do in this next fight?
Thanks.
Actually, though, I think, could be wrong, but I think they're going to trade. Did they trade? I don't know if they trade.
Target in sight.
Arriva la punizione!
I mean, yeah. Let's Vendetta play. It's not like you outside of this fight. You know, all you gotta do is like if they slow it to kill him in.
Let them up.
But if you can't do that,
Solid upgrade.
Absolutely. And so far, it's a really good job for Solar Extinction. Really keep up that, really holding the space. They have and now Reinhardt, watching that value.
This ends now.
On Jaleb. Shadow gets the kill. And the point almost. It will get flipped to Vitality Electric with just an ending to a fight win there. Wow. Love to see, how will it bounce back. I mean, they got
Shadow, yeah, they're coming out of spawn, so that's an extra body we have. And also, like you said, the ultimate is that guy was
down. Let them up.
Big grab though! Blam save the day! Big beat hits the head! Both teams have now beaten! Vendetta somehow getting out their CPR gets
Powered and ready to fight.
and final wall to get the victory right there. There's the rail. Ready? And there goes the final. Here goes Caleb. And he's in for the double. And they're going to recap the point. And I think we're going to overtime. I think the first point. Super just gets a little rush. And now we're fighting. Oh, Ryan is
Arriva la punizione!
from K right there. Big. And they will win week 1.
Score 0-1.
really convincing. So I do think Caleb had a really big part in that, but also I can't ignore the rest of the team. CTH, obviously good bubble usage in that last fight, having that grab, kind of sustaining the team back in, and then Key, the gap with the window to kind of do that extra damage fall off it, and then Quarter kind of just holding it down, being assistant. Like their entire team is working really well. On top of Jaleb just being a complete monster. Vitality Electric Rose though, they showed some promise, some potential with the Vendetta, but now they're on Farah, which I do think Farah, oddly enough, is really strong this map. As long as you play around this far to enable it. I do think they're the possibility. There's not a lot of good with Farah. It's like a really hit them unless you manage just go. It's everything about
It's just him. But we'll have to see. And so like Caleb's so low, but he gets out, it looks like. He's just living. Both these teams are fighting for this point hard. Really big play there. They are really good. So they get rid of Caleb. And now, you know, Vitality left. Still tap. And
there goes that guy. There goes that one. There goes that one. Just slowly, yeah. But I do think though, like I said, I think Aspara very strong, and I feel like if Extinction wants to kind of have a chance at being Aspara, he's got to move quick, got to move decisively around the map, and kind of deny Orchard from having the easiest shot possible. Because they stood in that room for a little too long, like the right side area, and because of that, Orchard was able to get free damage, free reign, and do a lot of what they wanted to do without much pressure.
Big shatter! And it doesn't matter. Oh, Caleb will fall. NK, and now Kai is falling, and that is a team kill.
Yeah.
Yup. Game doesn't recognize it, but really big fight win there for Vitality Electric Rose. This is starting to look like a series.
Yeah, I agree. And it's, I mean, you guys, CTH on the ride now. We're gonna ride 2026 right now. I mean, also both that.
Oh, big window. Both windows. Early right there. What's more about to do? It's about to be a sneak behind Mirage. Yes, and they get one. Oh, they can get another. Shadowy gets a kill there. And this second point has been just domination so far for Vitality Electric. It has been amazing to see it. What a bounce back from the first map, you know, for this game.
And on top of it too, Shadowy and your people for the whole
This ends now.
Caleb gets a big kill there. There's Pine News. It didn't get anybody. There's Shadowy. And yeah, there is another team kill, and Solar Extinction will recap the point. I mean, it's not impossible, but it is going to be a really tough climb up to win the second point to win the first map.
Yeah, they have no ultimate either. Driven out, right? At least have but those things happen just staying, never staying every just kind of on. I mean, there's a window coming up. Maybe wait for a window out of key, but that's really all they have. So that's what they just.
Oh, let's break it! Damn!
iPhone really engaged, like I said, but really got it at all, actually. CTH falling early. There goes K. There will follow. Good kill from Caleb. Caleb is going to try to win the fight, and it won't. I mean, your second round of this first map will go to Vitality.
Yeah.
So, really good from both teams, though. Really good at adapting. You think anything that the other team needs to do to maybe give themselves the edge in this third point to win the first map?
Ready for battle.
I think honestly, just kind of like it was just the team comp, but I think the team comp, they're having that Farah. I think so Extinction, like, unlike that first point, they were like, you know, they constantly were like a step ahead of Vitality Electric Rose. They were constantly like keeping a pace and aggression. They kind of just like slowed down that round because of the fire. I think the fire like kind of spooked them, scared them a little bit. They weren't as aggressive. I think as long as they just keep the aggression up, they'll be fine. Once Electric Rose though, I mean Electric Rose played that really well. They were poking, they were doing their job really well. I think it's just, you know, this last round, like if both teams kind of like play at their peak, this is gonna be a real good last round.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen. Both teams have basically the same comp except Node has. So let's see what teams kind of get each other out. There's Lamb, that's an early Lamb. Does save Q-Man though. CTH, Q-Man falling early. And Sleep falls to CTH. Big hill there. Shadowy gets falls off the map. Sad. Bear. Caleb will get that kill on and it looks like Solar Sync will cap
J-Love got like a really aggressive angle on point. Was able to pick out man earlier. So I mean, J-Love, I feel like here, just watch shit. J-Love is obviously, they're having a day right now. So we're just marking each other, making sure they're not basically doing whatever.
So far, Kai already blowing. Looks like he's a distraction, and as you know, Vitality's already trying to rotate around. Quarter gets a big kill on Kai. That's a lot of healing on Quarter, though. And have the ball back to the point. Quarter falls. The CT8 will drop, but Caleb won't let them try and go out without revenge. And yeah, it looks like. Now Vitality
So she's pretty cool program, which I do think is fair. I think the issue with the Vitality versus they're just heavily focused compared to the cast with having that Sojourn. So I think switching to Sojourn allows me to play a bit more slower.
Adaptive circuits engaged.
The main thing is that they just watch
What a shatter! Get rid of CCH right there. And so far, Vitality lets go. Really good job to put it on this. They're about to take the lead in the window. So far, yeah, just feeling each other out.
Enemy spotted.
Really looking at this point. If Vitality stop, they talk about there's window out. Doesn't hit anybody though. Doesn't look like it is. At least two-man falls. There's Beaky. Big B. And there is another B. We have three Rhymes on the field. Oh, that shatter from Echo doesn't get anybody, but K will fall. Doobly's almost gonna fall, but luckily they'll do save the day. Oh, there goes CTH and Doobly. Both Rhymes are gone. And now we're at 80% for Vitality. I mean, percent one fight territory. Shadow League gets the big kill right there. And going back to how will Solar City get ready for this last fight? 92%. They get a big pin. Doobly, well, falls. Solar also falls. And it looks like Solar Extinction, even though it went to overtime, they have recapped it. And we'll have to see if they can hold on to this to win this first match.
Yeah, and I mean, also to hold this topic too, they do have the window, they have the Ryan, I mean, they have almost every other beat. So this fight, I mean, if they want to, if you want any good mental to start this whole, I mean, this is the best start you can possibly have. All you gotta do is just watch for the angle, right side. Oh my god.
This ends now. This ends now.
There's a bunch of ults. There's already 3 ults popped already. And we'll have to see what's going to happen. But still a really good job for Extinction. Not giving up any space. Caleb is having one crazy game with 31 kills. Let's see if they're gonna copy CCA, drop the hammer on him. It'll be like it's hammer time. And he will! There's the hammer time. And the timer's ticking. We have to run to Vendetta. And there they go. Cable fall. We're going to another overtime. Caleb with a big kill there. And they get both support too. Rated the life for both of them. Shadow League falls. Wrecking Ball is in. And there's just a Reinhardt, but Wrecking Ball's on point. It's a 4v1. Ryan falls. And now Solar Sea gets it. Are they going to be able to hold on to it? They will, and they will win the first game in this series.
Yeah, I mean, J-Love, that last fight, getting both supports, not just one, but 2 supports that last fight, I mean, just solidified that way. I think J-Love just finding, like, really immaculate time. Finding good angles, good timing, hold it, do the thing, I think, that's important too, though. Like, just being able to, like, constantly, like, not even just constantly just do it, but doing it confidently and almost always getting value off of it is something that is very scary to look at, and it's even scary to go against. So, for Electric Rose, for the rest of the series, I mean, my main eyes are on Jaleb. Not all my
Oh,
eyes, but like I'm
absolutely.
putting attention on Jaleb because you gotta let this man do more of what they're doing because this is a
This is crazy.
slaughterhouse
Oh,
for that
absolutely.
guy over there. Yeah.
Absolutely. He ended the game. I checked the stats at the end. He ended the game 33-9. No one else in the lobby even had nearly 30. He was crazy in that first game. And like you
Mm,
said, you got to be watching out for him. Like, now the question is, going into this game too, do you want to ban Vendetta? Because that was scary. Or, do you want to deal with it and maybe get rid of like Echo or something? We're going to have to see.
yeah.
It's going to be so interesting. But I think both teams, this is a very even match, though. This is a brawl. It feels like we're about to go crazy in this.
Yeah. I think honestly, it'll kind of depend on what map they choose. I think the map will kind of depict on what else, like what other bands they go with. My stutter just kicked in so bad, but like it depends on playstyle, right? Like they might want to go for more of a poke playstyle, which I think might fit them a bit better because in that second point we saw in Garden, they ran the fire, they
Yup.
played a lot slower, and it benefited them greatly, right?
A
So I think they
lot.
might go towards like that slower, methodical style that might punish Jaleb from getting too aggro. So map wise, there's all maps you can look at, right? I wouldn't exactly know. I'm just thinking of a slower map. I need the map pool pulled up on my screen because I always have it up, and for the one time I don't.
Yeah.
Now like
Let's
I have to,
let's see.
but
Let's see. You
okay,
could do a little hybrid, we could do flashpoint,
dude,
escort,
yeah,
push.
it's a lot.
I mean,
We got all the game modes, yeah.
Eichenwald Eichenwald would be a pretty good pokey map, I think. I think Eichenwald, Nobani could also be potentially a good one, but that also could be really good dive. We'll have to see. New Junk City also. Oh no, not New Junk City. I thought of Junkertown. I
Oh,
always get those
yeah, you
mixed
go.
up. I always think of
I
them
did,
as the
I
same
did it.
thing. But
Yeah, I did this all the time.
let's let's see what
I
wonder what
think if
map
if there's
they're
any
gonna
map
pick.
that I think they should lean towards, maybe an Umbani or a Blizzard World, I think. Not Ubani, like a Blizzard World or like a route of some sort, maybe. Something that's a bit more pokey, allows angles. They chose Savasa. That's fine. I
Ooh,
mean, if
Saravasa
there's
is a
gonna be
good
any,
pick.
there's gonna be any flashpoint that you choose that kind of like allows you to slow down a little bit, Savasa would be the one. Because Alilis
Absolutely.
and New Junk City, a little too aggressive. They kind of have you playing really quick, keeping the pace up. So I think Savasa, let's just slow down a little bit. You can play a bit of a slower team comp. Like if you want to go like a maybe you go like an Echo, maybe like you can go like Lucio Kiri, like an Echo type of team comp. But I think just
Yeah, it
slowing
could
down,
work
kind
well.
of looking for Jaleb to get a bit too aggro to punish, I think is like the game plan I think they should try to look for.
Absolutely. I mean, Saravasa, really good. But also, the scary part is, I think Saravasa is also a really good map for Vendetta. I think Vendetta
Yeah.
does really well on close quarters. It's her bread and butter. This map, I always think, is like Rush is king, and I think Vendetta is like, yes, let me at them. Let me in. So we'll have to see.
Yeah, no, exactly. I
And
do think it's gonna be a problem because I mean this map kind of like you can kind of do both. You can either get like really really aggressive or really really passive.
yeah,
I mean, there's both ends to the poll. I just kind of depicts on which side the teams want to take, and I guess how well they can do it.
yeah. And I think we're getting about ready with the bands um for this game. So let's see. While we wait for the bands, yeah, Saravasa getting rid of the flashpoint early too. I mean, pretty interesting, but we'll have to see. What do they got cooking up for this? And will Jaleb still keep going crazy for Solar Extinction over there?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I mean,
get
I'll wait,
to
but I will add to this part too, though. I do think.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, the bands are out.
Y- Oh yeah, the bans are out. So the bans look like for this map, it's gonna be Reinhardt and Vendetta are the bans. I think that's a solid bans for the map. Getting rid of the Reinhardt, I mean, especially, you know, I think they lost the Rhine duel in general. Like, I don't know, both Rhines were pretty even. Both have their own fair shares. Get rid of the Rhine here, you know, forces Vitality, Electric Rose to really look at a different tank, because I knew that's what they ran the whole time in the last map.
Yeah.
So let's see what they got. I'm imagining like an Orisa or something. But we'll see. And yeah, we're
I
getting
could definitely see like an Orisa.
yeah, Orisa, Blue,
Yeah.
Kiri. You know,
Something
now
like
that
that, I
Kiri
think would
is
definitely work. I think the main thing though is like if Solar Extinction won a comp, I think something slow. I was just about to say something slower. They're running a die. Ana Kiri, so Genji Winston. I think it's a bit of a selfish team comp because you have the Kiriko instead of like a Lucio or like a break that can support the Ana better. Kiriko kind of just wants to take angles most of the time, like probably like J-Lub or Cortex. So I do
Yeah.
think Key. Do you want to just call them Key or Kai? I'm kind of like mixed between. I don't actually know how to say them. We'll say Kai. I'm okay with us both being wrong. I mean, you just can't have one person wrong, one person right. So we'll say Kai. That's okay. I'm cool with that. But you know, Soul Extinction team comp is gonna be slower. So looking for angles, looking to kind of bait. That's how that throws in with this Minty Genji that's just really aggressive because that's constant enough. They have no range, but in turn they have so much potential with that beat.
Yeah. Yeah, and let's see what they're going to do in this first map. First fight. They're just kind of feeling it out. Winston jumping in by themselves. That's a little dangerous. But 1v4, Sleeper falls. Big kills from Cordic already. And Shadowy falling low right there. Winston was falling low, but great heals from the Kiri. And there's another jump in. Good bubble. 2 people fall. And J-Lub with a double. And Shadowy will at least get one before going on. Big sleep from Kai, and they will get rid of the Venture.
Yeah. I do think that jump from CTH was extremely dangerous and extremely risky.
Yes.
But I do think it also kind of opened the door where the angles would be taken, and Cordic found an opportunity, got a pick, and then kind of just, you know, J-Lub got to clean up afterwards. So I do think the jump, even though aggressive, it didn't kind of just like split focus like that the entire time. They'll win because their team comp is really good split. But together, you know, it's not as good. That's how it goes. It's not bad. You know, you see Cordic get a pick immediately on Q-Man before the fight even started, so kind of stalls a bit longer. Now we're looking to probably see like a one-fight territory thing.
Absolutely. With it being Flashpoint, it's so fast with how fast this thing takes. You only get like 2 or 3 fights per point. So we'll have to see. No team has either ults yet. Just kind of feeling each other out. You gotta watch out for Caleb though. Already up to 6 kills. Already almost 1700 damage. I'd say that's already up to 17.
Oh my god, we got another one.
There's Nano. Oh, big kills though. And we're trying to save it. I don't think they will save it. And they won't. Caleb and Kai finishing out this fight. As now, they won the first point, Solar Extinction. I will say that Solar Extinction so far has done a really good job at once they hold that, once they get space, they do not want to let go of it.
Yeah.
They are not wanting to give it up.
Yeah, they apply a lot of good pressure. They apply pressure consistently, and having those DPS also really good at just finding openings.
Big blade. The blade is going to get anybody with it.
But it's blade, it doesn't.
Shadowy and Orchard getting to Doobly getting a kill as well. It's just Caleb and CTH left for Solar Extinction. And Caleb gets a kill though, not going out without a fight. Q-Man will get it. And it looks like Vitality Electric Rose will cap this point.
Yeah, and this is one of the downsides about Solar Extinction's team comp. Some of the areas in the map just do not benefit not having brawl potential, and having a carry on that's not a lot of good brawl, right? And so some of these fights are gonna be taken a lot slower to kind of bait Vitality Electric Rose into a spot that just benefit just so.
Oh, blade!
Have to die.
Oh, falls. 2. And CCH getting 2 as well. It's an even fight. well, I thought it was. Never mind. CTH gets another kill. It's all good from Mantra. It looks like someone's juggling him. Big ult right there from CTH. I think he got like 3 people with that. Really big ult.
Yeah.
And now Solar Extinction got that point.
Yeah, and now for now they have the point, like you mentioned before, they're really good at holding this space. And so here, they gotta just hold these angles and look for these, look for these engagement timings and just make sure they're executing well. Because Vitality actually works with team comp, they can move quick, they move aggressive, they're gonna be moving on the map fast. So if you let them get to where they want to be, it's gonna be really difficult.
Oh, both Mitsune rushes are out. That's a big ult from Monsters on us out. There's a scale, the 2-man falls. And there's another ult, Oh my goodness, we have used 5 ults, I think, in this fight alone between both teams. A lot of ultimates, and it looks like Solar Extinction will hold the lead for the moment, but it looks like Vitality is capping the point, and they are getting contested. CTH is sitting on that point, not letting it happen. My goodness. Great play. Oh no! But big play. Caleb is trying to prove the Genji. And he will get it to 99, but he will fall for it. As Vitality will recap it. And we'll see how they'll do in this next fight.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of ults Solar Extinction use, a lot, and they have nothing for this fight. There's one last fight remaining. They actually Rose, they have the beat and they have the Ventral. They have really the 2 phenomenal engagement tools. Honestly, if I'm Solar Extinction, I'm just giving this up. There's no point in fighting. Unless you...
Oh, CTH though disagrees. He's going shadowy falls. They're on the point. B is out. That's a big ult though. Team makes them use up this late in the going. CTH gets a big kill in the carry. And they're falling. Big kill recorded. Are they going to be able to win this with Solar Extinction? And
That.
yeah, and wow. CTH went hero mode. I saw Winston put on the cape and jump in to save the day. Wow. Gets
You
it
mentioned
for
CTH,
Solar.
but I mean, Kai slept the Venture. They were all one tap, and Kai hit the most and crucial sleep they could have hit in that moment. And that unironically won them that point. And CTH on top of taking advantage, looking for those picks. That was really powerful. And now Kai has another engage. That's what a flank game do looks like as well.
And that's big anti right there.
Okay.
Wow, Q-Man and CTH are falling early. CTH falls, so big lead. Let's see what they can do here. And Shadowy gets the kill on Kay. Caleb with a good reflex right there on Doobly. So far, Caleb fighting. But CTH is in with the nano. He does not want to give it up. We'll have to see Venture. Looks like they're trying to go after Grandma. You gotta defend him. Oh, this CTH space. We haven't even capped yet. Oh my goodness, we haven't even capped on it. There's big push and it won't matter. He's rated for that aggression. There's Kasune rush. That's big. Q-Man hasn't built the Kasune yet. And they are down. Caleb with a double. Doobly will get the kill on Kordig. And it looks like Solar Extinction will cap the point.
Ability to live on the point for what seems like infinity is unreal. Like, they do not die. And like Electros will look for as many picks as possible. They'll get 3, they'll get 2, they'll get 4 even at times. And Solar Extinction will still somehow not all be going, and then they'll just come back in. And on top of it too, I mean, he had the blade.
Behind.
Dangerous.
Anybody, but CTH already low, but pops all.
Oh my god, another sleep.
Balls. What a great guy. Really good job there. Good juggle from CTH getting rid of this. Ooh, big kill there. Both supports gone because of CTH. Down the Ramontra low. It doesn't matter. And so far, yeah, I mean 75%. It's been a really good map so far for Solar Extinction. But Doobly back on the wrecking ball for a desperate touch. We'll see what they can do. Shadowy will fall, and it looks like he got all of Vitality on point, but there's Bleed, there's the Bleed. Caleb will fall. That's a big kill right there.
You're powered up. Get in there.
And here we go. The Tsunami Rush is out for Vitality. And Vitality will have the point. Well, I don't know if that's going to matter too much. They already got anti. Not too much is left. Oh, there goes Tubely. And it looks like Solar Extinction is going to hold it. Now we're in overtime. Shadowy has to touch. Shadowy's going to have to touch. Bear's trying to look like the touch. Big anti. Venture goal. Are they going to get anybody? No, they're not getting it, but Sleep Bear gets a kill on Jaleb. Kai gets rid of Bear, and it looks like Vitality holding on, trying to not give it up. CT8 following the clear like they've been doing this whole match. Really good job right there. Let's see what the Wrecking Ball can do. Holding on to this point as long as they can. Dooley low. Dooley will finally fall. Orchard touches the point. Sleep Bear falls. Tsunami Rush. Orchard is gone, and that will be map 2 for Solar Extinction going up 2-0 in the series.
Solar Extinction might just be like a zombie team. It feels like every time you think you won enough, every time you think you killed enough, you didn't. You didn't. You didn't. They always just come back. They always stall long enough. They're unkillable. And I gotta give props to CT. CT was phenomenal. But I also want to say too, I'm gonna keep getting confused for the rest of this series, but Kai had phenomenal sleep. I mean, on second point, sleeping the Venture middle, and then sleeping the Symmetra, the fight after the first fight or second fight into the last point. Just looking like those super crucial sleeps out of Kai, just confirming kills and confirming these points. I mean, Jaleb had a phenomenal game. We do know that they did their thing. They got their picks. I mean, Blade is kind of like an infield no matter what. But the rest of the team played great. And they're all looking to be like in final, and we're in match point. Electric Rose are not necessarily like all the points have been like pretty close, or most of them have been like pretty close. Especially like the middle one. The middle one we could have gone either way. But I do think for this last series or for this last map, I think it's just I feel like, thinking about this last map, think about, I feel like the main thing. Again, I feel like the slower they can play, kind of the better, or at least I thought it was, but wasn't true. But I'll say this: we're gonna. Oh, go on, say your thing.
No, I was gonna say. I think issue with Saravasa is it demands speed, and I think like what you're saying is like I agree with you. I think they need to slow it down. They need to make this instead of fast, fast, fast. They need to make this a snail's race and be like, we're not giving this up. We're just gonna go pure brawl, and we're not gonna give it. All right, let's see what they're going to do.
Well, we're in a bio break, so
we're in a bio break.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if we're taking a bio or if they're taking a bio. But if we're not taking a bio, then I will sit here and continue talking because I got water. I'm good. I'm ready to be here for a little longer. Oh,
ready to yap if we need, but
everyone. Okay, no, we're all taking a break. Okay, so then we'll be back in a little bit with map 3.
Hello, we're back. I had some pets with truffles for a few minutes, and I don't know what Tetra was doing. Probably doing something
Just-
crazy.
Yep, I was jumping off my building actually with a parachute, dodging the cops.
Yeah,
I
dodging
was
the
just on my
cops for
phone.
5 minutes.
I was just doom. I keep seeing like there's like this thing on Instagram right now. It's just Young Boy. Like it's just his song, but it's like remixes. I've been seeing that. I've been seeing that all day, and it is making me so angry. But I can't stop watching. That's all I was doing for the past
A-
however long we've been going.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like they picked a map. We're going into Bonnie, and I think we already also have the bands ready for this
Yes, sir.
third game. Match point for Solar Extinction, and it looks like our bands from Vitality will be Lucio, and it looks like from Solar it's gonna be Diva. I think these are really solid bands for the map. You know,
I do think
Feeling of
getting rid of that
Bonnie is
Lucio,
such a diva.
I think there, it denies that speed, right? And one of the main things we talking about before is like they're trying to outpace Solar Extinction, but they just can't.
Yeah.
So you're better off just slowing the game down entirely and trying to just win the poke war. Because the one time you tried playing the poke battle, you won it. But might as well try it
Yep.
again and see, how you can kind of pull it off. See if you can pull off the success you did on Legion Garden. So I do think that's a good ban. I think also banning Diva on the side of Solar Extinction. I mean, Diva is, in my opinion, the best character in the game right now. I think they are really strong. I think super versatile, high damage, high mobility, good, good utility, just a lot of good everything. And so I do think banning
Uh-huh.
Diva just allows you to play that Winston, which I assume they're gonna have CTH play instead of
Yep.
allowing Electric Rose, counter with that Diva pick.
Getting rid of the Lucio, I think, is a little interesting, but I agree with you. I think the poke out is very important, and I think poking is really, really what's going to win them the fight here. But, if you're Vitality Electric Rose, you got to be looking at J-Lo like, we got to slow that down. Because if we don't,
Yeah.
they're going to drop a third game straight of 30-plus kills for this series. It has been crazy. But we're going into game 3 of the series. And it looks like we'll see what they're going to run here. As it looks like Solar Extinction is going to be on the offense. So let's see what comps are they going to run. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Vendetta here or an Echo from
I
J-Lo.
wouldn't be either.
And there's the Echo. Not gonna be shocked to see a Winston
Hanzo, Echo,
CTH.
I mean, Electric Rose is team down. I don't actually mind that. It's weird, but I actually don't mind that. I think it's a good slow. Like it's a good slowdown. I mean, on a break. I mean, one of the historically one of the best backlines in the game.
for me, dears.
Yes,
And you had the Echo
Domino.
Soldier,
My
which is a lot of
favorites.
damage, and then Domina, who I do think on this map might be a bit difficult to play. I do think Domina is still a pretty strong tank in the game to play on really any map. And Sleepy died. One of their players has passed away. Not good.
Someone
I don't know
get
something happened,
Mercy.
but
Someone call Mercy. We need to get Overwatch 1 Mercy in here. I need the ult now. Fly in.
But
Risk
we have more
yourself.
time, so I will slow down a little
Absolutely.
bit.
Yeah.
I'll be able to talk. So I want to talk about Solitation's team comp though. Now I'm gonna ignore
Yeah.
their backline because their backline are probably not gonna play that, but we'll talk about everything else. On the ball, Hanzo Echo, which I do think are all possible characters they can run out of spawn. I do think the Hanzo Echo, is good poke. Really good poke. The only thing is that they'll be a bit slower. Soldier, versus Hanzo. Soldier just has that slide, the ultimate. It's better engagement tools to kind of keep the team going forward. As of Hanzo's, where it's like he'll be able to go forward for a second, but then he's kind of forced to play back. As for the tanks, I do think that's where I do think the ball has a lot more potential to be more dangerous because ball's always like one of those tanks where it's like he's really weak in the wrong hands, but he might be the best tank in the game in the right hands. And I think after seeing the Winston,
Absolutely.
I believe in CTH to be a dominant ball player. I'm not for sure though, but it's very possible,
Ooh.
right? So I do think Electric Rose is gonna look to, kind of just look to counter really these engagements from I think CTH and also JLo to an extent. But they have the team to do so. I mean, they have the Brig, the Dom, the Ana even, sweep the ball and stuff. Like I do think
No.
it's gonna be difficult, I think, for Extinction, Solar Extinction to really dive Electric Rose effectively without having some type of punishment, whether it's like a pick or just losing out of HP, one or the other.
Mhm. Absolutely. I think it's going to be really interesting that they're not going Winston. I thought they would have went Winston again because of how well it went the first time around. As yeah, we're unpaused. Hooray! Oh yay, the Mercy. We had Mercy. At least they read.
Yeah,
Sleepy Bear, I guess.
Are they walking out of spawn with this character? They're out of spawn with him.
No,
I love it. You got it.
Let's see. Pick, it's basically poke versus dodge, kind of dive.
I don't like this dive poke hybrid, yeah.
Oh, Wrecking Ball already looking towards that rig and Ana, getting ready for it. And here they go. Orchid will fall. Big kill from CC early on. Jubilee already falling low. And big slam there. Not going to get, oh, they're going to get Bear out of it. Ana is alone. Trying to stay alive. And so trying to help big gains there, but it's not going to matter. 2 big kills there from Solar Extinction. And they're already looking to cap. Caleb falls. Big kill from Shadow. And yeah, there is the Orisa. And Solar with 5.5 minutes cap.
That's a lot of time. A lot of time for me to actually get the But I do think, I think having that Yari and Kiriko, that is so much damage at range. And Electric Rose's team comp, they have a lot more raw potential now because they swapped off Dom. But that range to deal with, I mean, Shadow get the trade on Caleb, but still, I mean, they lost the brick. That's free dice for CTH to do whatever they want to human.
Yep. Absolutely. Yes.
Free worlds
kind of feeling each other out. And they're trying to poke really hard. Orchid will fall. Good kill from CTH there. And they're always having at least 2 on card, it felt like, for a minute. Slowly but surely, the Vitality Electric Rose getting pushed back. Big sleep right there. Caleb falls. There's another anti. It's on the ball, though. Won't matter too much. And Shadowy falls. Big kill from CTH. You know, so our Solar Extinction doing a great job just dominating the area that they are given. Bear falls again. And yeah, Orchid couldn't get the zone area there. Had to back out. Looks like Orchid is back in. There's Orisa back in it. And oh, that might be big, but it doesn't matter. It only gets pylon.
That is so
crazy.
tragic.
This is a crazy offense from Solar. As now going into the last stint with 5 minutes and 20 seconds on this 3rd point. This has to be a miracle defense to hold it together.
Well, you know, it is new binding a 3rd point. Every hybrid 3rd point is always one of the hardest to push, and they're on Orisa, they're on the Tracer, they're on the Bappy Yari. They have, this is a team comp to run. They ate the That's a good start. It's over 5 minutes. I mean, that's confident right there. They all go down, that's good space you can take.
Oh, there's mines. Are they gonna get anybody? No, not really, it looks like. No one with the minefield there. K will fall. And both DPS ults are out. And it looks like, you know, Vitality will win this team fight.
Cybernetics regulating.
Coming through.
As Hanzo is somehow alone.
Hello.
Yeah, he will finally get staggered and he will get picked off. You know, you want a team fight, that's great. Neither team, well, for Solar Extinction, they do have Kasune, which is really rough. They also now went Sigma. That could be really rough into Vitality's defense, but we'll have to see what they going to do here to adapt. And that's a big shield. There's that Kasune. Orisa falling low. Big lamp. And Q-Man falls early. Doobly will fall as well. And here comes Solar Extinction making a statement with this offense. As Orchid is far back alone as the Vendetta. And they're gonna try to get a kill.
Engage.
They look like they really can't though. There's another Olari. Oh, are they gonna eat it again? No, they can't eat that one. Poppy Vendetta ult doesn't get anybody, and Echo, you know, just flying around. Big pylon, still alive. Pylon will fall. And Solar just did a great job just not dying here. They're retreating. See if Porta can get an early pick on somebody. They're actually really low. Oh my goodness. What a time to stop them for Vitality. 0.01 meters left. Porta falls. There is the Alario. It only gives the other Alari, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. And Hurricane will fall. Caleb with a big kill. There is the signal. Oh, the Orisa pops ult! Are they gonna get someone? No, they get nobody. Doobly the only one left. And there goes Solar Extinction ending their offense with just about 2.5 minutes.
Score 0
I mean,
to 3.
to be fair,
Switching
Solar
sides.
Extinction had 5.5 minutes when he got there.
Yeah.
3-minute hold, I mean, that's still good because now they don't have as much time as they did before. But I mean, Solar Extinction, they're, you know, they went to play the dive comp with the ball, the Kiriyari, the Hanzo Echo. Their ability to just take angles together without necessarily risking too much outside of like maybe like abilities is, I mean, that's a really good trait to have playing this game. And I feel like they're really confident and powerful at taking those angles and kind of holding them. Electric Rose, they're kind of struggling
Ready for
and
battle.
dealing with it, especially because, you know, J-Lib is obviously, we talked about J-Lib, right? But I want to mention, like, Portic is playing pretty well too. I mean, they're taking angles. They're doing a lot of damage to basically everybody where, like, they're making it super easy for the rest of the team to clean up, right? And the CTH is really good at holding space. Like, their team is kind of just like, they're all playing fundamentally really well, that they're not really relying on, like, hero plays. They're all just playing around each other and just doing it extremely well. Electric Rose, they're kind of struggling to deal, you know, they're struggling to handle the angles and how they're controlling the lanes and stuff. And I feel like Electric Rose, I mean, on the Mercy Farah, I mean, this is like a last resort type of switch because Mercy Farah is either going to work with 6 minutes remaining or you're going to get full health.
Yeah, no, it's going to be interesting to see, but see what they're going to do here as Winston meets the Sigma up here on the high ground. There goes Bubble early. Pylon falls, though. Oh, can Farah flanking around get a big pick? Shadowy falls. And so far, the Farah Mercy already having to split apart from each other. That's a little rough if you're the Farah. And you already have to back away. First team fight win for Solar Extinction.
Yeah, I mean, a good fight too. I mean, there's not really much. I mean, I think Electric Rose are just, they're like, they went towards like the most brawly part of this map, which is the top left or high ground area. They have to just like kind of like all be on the map. So those angles,
Wow.
a little bit, look for picks, just like that. Or just one on or high. Sorry.
Yeah, on Kai, whatever you want to say for him. And Winston already trying to get rid of the Kiri, and that's why she's so annoying. TP's away, still alive. Far Mercy now full, ready to go. But Caleb jumps up there. It doesn't matter. Kid getting 2 big kills but falls to Cordic. And it looks like slowly they're gonna start. Now there's those Cordic getting, you know, res, but it doesn't matter. Caleb gets rid of the Mercy. That's the main Farah heals. Are they going to cap though? It looks like, no, Caleb stops it for a second, and they will cap it. Really good offense, though, so far from Vitality Electric Rose.
Yeah, and I think it kind of helped that, like, that fight, they just, like, kind of, like, all went around the map. Like, I think we saw Winston go left side. I think everyone else was main. I think Farah and Mercy went towards, like, the right side of mid. I think just having those angles, like, you have a lot of range, a lot of damage. And also a lot of selfishness to an extent, too. You be a bit freaky at times.
Yeah, oh, there goes Cape. Colin really This is so far, this offense has been Orchid going crazy, it feels like, with the Pharah. The Pharah has been doing work right now. And the Mercy's still floating around like the moth that, you know, she always is. And yeah, I mean, they have 2 people on the payload. And they're already getting close on the second point to capping it. We're going to have to see how is Solar Extinction going to deal with this. Are they going to give it up, or are they going to fight for this point? Looks like they are
fight for it.
Fight. Kasune, Sigma, and Blade instantly out from Solar. That's 3 big ultimates all gone. And nothing really for, on the side of Vitality Electric Rose. Or no, actually, I think they used the Wind Symbol, unless they just swapped.
Nah, they used it.
I got you.
Yeah, I do think
really
though. I mean,
rough.
you see Electric Rose, especially Yari. I think Solar Extinction. I mean, just on the whole, this point is really pretty good for like angles and kind of just like making a dive comp. I guess have a hard time trying to dive the high ground. I think they keep that pace up. But outside on the side of the Electric Rose, I mean, you have Sojo, you have Barrage. You get that Sojo somewhere, maybe get the Barrage somewhere too. On the side of, you know, for Orchid, I mean, I don't know, man.
Yeah, we're going to see as Orchid falls.
Now.
Big kill there from CTA. CTA holding his fist. There is Kai. Kai is really helping them hold space. And sadly, the bubble drops for Doobly. And he's going to get hit there by the rock. Really good high ground from Solar Extinction. And they're going to get 2 big picks there. And, you know, we're just slowly eating the time away from Vitality. Every fight really matters. It's like usually 30 seconds to a minute off the clock for a team fight win.
Yeah, and I do think too, like, I think I just don't know if I like agree with them trying to wrap right side there. I think, or like outer, because it's difficult to hold that because it's like right next to them. I think try to look to take all the space that isn't taken, just kind of just like make a circle around them. Put them in like a weird like area, but like no matter where they look, there's someone that's someone to shoot.
Oh, there's Bob out. Doobly falls. That's a big Bob though. Making a lot of great space for Solar Extinction. And yeah, already the auto getting rid of Pharah out of the sky. Orchid will fall. Q-Man will fall as well. We're basically down to 1 or 2 team fights left. And then that's about it for this.
Yeah, and if we're gonna be honest, I think Orchid's disrupt the Pharah now. Even with Barrage, I don't think, unless they can kind of like do like a nano Barrage type of situation, they're not even able to get close enough to Solar Extinction for this Barrage to be let loose. So I don't think they try to keep the tension. They just gotta, and on top of that, J-Lib gets 1. So
Ooh, Barrage! Big Barrage there.
Got one.
J-Lib. They are up right now. 1 overall to 5. There goes Doobly trying to make space. CCH couldn't get the rock off. Kiri trying to get away. Cortex falls. Kiri falling. But again, escapes, and that's why Kiri is so annoying for people. Kiri just refuses to die. There's Kasune, and finally the Kiri will fall. Alari pops off, getting rid of J-Lub again. They do not want J-Lub in there. CTH will fall. And they will finally cap it, but no matter what, they will have less time than Solar, even if they full cap. They'll be lucky to have time.
Yeah, I mean, if they get lucky, maybe they just win every single fight, and maybe they cap with over a minute, but I don't think that's even doable. I don't see that happening. So
it's gonna be beautiful if they get it to the end. Honestly,
we love miracles though. The miracle
we
works.
do love miracles. As there's Nano, there's Blade.
This ends now.
There is Railgun. What is it going to do? CTA will reject it. Doobly gets killed on J-Lub again. And now he's just trying to juggle the Sigma. He will juggle the Sigma. A minute left on the clock for Vitality. Let's see. Can Solar Extinction keep this up? Pylon is out. Pylon will fall early. Doobly falls. Big kill from CTH. Making a lot of space. we're basically in one fight territory. And for Vitality, this is it. You got no ults against, Kai's one big ult. You got the Alvari ult online, and then that's it for the lobby.
It's gonna heavily rely on Kai getting the
And
ultimate, but
there's
also
that
CTH is on one
ult.
team. So, if I
To get anybody? No, not really. Caleb falling early. And again, Solar Extinction doing a great job holding that space. Vitality's gonna have to run to point as fast as they can. They have 10 seconds left. Q-Man with a big pin there of CTH. And now, Vitality is on the point. They can't let it go. They needed to push it the distance. And we're gonna see what they're gonna do here. All that Solar needs to do to end this is to either stop him now or to go to overtime and cap. There's Bob. See what Bob's gonna do here. Bob is poking out. That's why you like Bob. Super Bear falls. It's just Doobly, I think, of 1v5. Can Doobly survive? No, Doobly will fall, and that will end it for this series. Solar Extinction wins it 3-0 over Vitality Electric Rose.
probably 3-0. I mean, last map and first map were pretty. No, they were not like complete one-siders. I think this series honestly could went either other way. It just, I think Solar Extinction had like those moments where they just found picks out of thin air. I mean, first map, very last fight, we see Jaleb get both supports on the side of Electric Rose, and then that fight as well too. Last fight on Nubani before they could have possibly capped. CTH gets 3 in the back line. I don't know if it was with a duo or not, but they got 3. And so I do think I think Solar Extinction, there was a possibility where Solar Extinction could have lost both of those maps and we could have been into map 4 right now. But I do think Electric Rose would just actually no, let me fix that actually, because that wouldn't make any sense. I think Solar Extinction overall just had a lot more more ice, as we call it. They had more ice in their veins in those moments where they needed to be clutch, they needed to be icy, they needed to be composed and confident. They had that. They had all those things, and you got the picks, and you won the maps. And you won it. That middle map, Servasa. I mean, that was a dump. That map was a little rough for the side of Electric Rose. I would not lie.
Yeah, absolutely. But like you said, both teams fought really hard, and yeah, I mean, really, just a really great series from both sides. I think both teams had some really great plays, and people had some really good things in there. Trying to see if we're gonna do anything else with this, or are we gonna be good for this?
Yeah, I think we're holding. But I do think, talk about MVPs a little bit. I don't exactly know who I should have for MVP, because I do think.
Oh, come on.
Okay,
You know
hold on.
who's MVP.
Jaleb had a phenomenal first map. But after that first map, I mean, the other players were doing great. I mean, CTH consistently was doing their thing. Kai has some phenomenal sleep darts on that second map. Honestly, I'm kind of leaning towards CTH because that second and third map, I mean, they played phenomenal. But I do think Jaleb played a bit. I do think Jaleb, I mean, that first map was. They kind of won that first map, So, I wouldn't mind if they gave it.
I think both CTH and Jaleb are essentially could be the MVPs. They both played very phenomenally.
Put both names down.
If I had to pick between the two of them, I guess CTH, because there was that Saravasa where he just solo won a point, brought it back from the dead.
Yes. And then also, I mean, on Nubani too. I mean, they played really well on Nubani as well. Had a lot of good plays, good moments, kind of just overall play well. I honestly think we should give CTH. I think we should give the tank some love this time, in my opinion. Do you agree with me, Biscuit?
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, we have our MVP. All right, CTH. Congrats,
CTH,
brother Bob.
CTH. Brother Bob.
Yeah, but like I said, the CTH played phenomenal. Phenomenal that game on the ball, the Winston, the Reinhardt, to an extent. I think the Reinhardt was good. The Reinhardt wasn't bad. It was good. But
it was
I do think the other characters.
But when it comes to that Winston, that was crazy. That was a crazy thing. But
Great.
Okay,
All right. Well,
I think
maybe with a biscuit.
that ends it with it for this series, and we'll see y'all later. As it sounds like. So
Yeah, we got one more later,
see you
so
later.
stay tuned. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Hello, we're back for that second match. Yeah, looks like we're a few minutes. Oh well, it's against the Archangels versus EBL Esports, and let's see what they're going to do. I know they already picked the maps, but let's see what the rosters are first. So what we're going to go first is the Archangels. So they got
You
U4,
got it. There you
ISO,
go.
Atlanticus, Bonk, and Eggy. I like Bonk's name. That's funny. You know any of these people or nah?
I know Eggy. They're my old
You know,
manager for a few months.
got you.
Actually,
So,
actually, fun fact: they're in Face It Open. Unless they played more games, they're technically undefeated so far. I think they're like 5-0 or 6-0. So
hey,
Eggy's low key goated. I know from personal experience, she is low key the goat. I do know that.
awesome. We'll see if Eggy can make scrambled eggs as we go to the other team's roster, which is EBL. And well, we don't got heroes on this, but we got
There's just a bunch of
Cuddles,
people.
Reaper, Eccentrics, Sayer, and Flush. I know Cuddles, if that's the Cuddles I know of, which usually is a pretty good support. Anyone you know from this side?
No idea, but this is my time to learn them and figure them out.
Yeah. Let's see, as it looks like our map for the first game will be, again, Lijiang Tower. And it looks like the bands we're going to be doing for the first map will be Vendetta and Zarya. We saw in the last series,
yeah.
that was really good. I mean, we saw it last series. That worked really well in Lijiang. So they're just like, neither team's like, hey, I don't want to deal with that. So I guess they came to that truce. As,
Yeah.
yeah, let's see. Looks like
Yeah.
maybe they're swapping in
Yeah, sorry.
Eggy or
Swap
Egg for Wise.
Right.
Yeah, it looks, or no, scrambled egg.
Okay, well, apparently my goat's taken out. Wise is going in for Eggy. So
Who knows?
just
They
for
must
that, they're
be
losing 0-3.
Wise.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding.
Scrambled
But yeah.
eggs is sad. But yeah, as we're getting ready for this to get into our first game, I mean, I hope this is as exciting as the last series was. That last series, I know it was a 3-0, but it was a really good tooth and nail fight all the way through to the end. Let's see if this could be any closer, or maybe we can get that final game 5 here as we're getting into game 1.
I wanted to also rewind a little bit, talk about the bans.
Yeah.
Zarya and Vendetta are gone.
Yup.
What that means though is that on a map where I think is that Vendetta or Venture? I can't tell now. I think it's Venture.
It's
not
Venture.
Is it
Oh,
Vendetta?
it's a
That
Venture?
is Venture. Maybe, I don't know. I'm gonna trust the Vendetta ban. Either way though.
Yeah, it says in the chat Vendetta ban, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
EBO cannot play Vendetta, or sorry, they cannot ban Vendetta again. And to be frank, I believe Vendetta is better on other maps. Just like I think honestly, Zarya and Vendetta are better on the maps. I do think, even though we saw it work really well, we also saw it not work, and we saw, I think it was. Why am I blacking out right now? Extinction. They switched off to the Soldier and Echo. I do think it is beatable, and I do think banning those two characters on this map, I see the ability to. I see the reason why. They're superstar characters, one of the strongest duos in the game, but it's beatable on a map where it's not as strong as other maps. Now that option to ban other maps is maybe better, like New York City. It's out.
And there we go with the first fight. Wise already falling early. Diva already losing the match. Great fight win so far for EBL Esports. Really good first fight win here. Really dominant. And now we'll have to see how Archangels are going to bounce back from this.
Yeah, they won that fight really quick. That was aggressive. I mean, I think they wrapped the outer side, got a pick on Wise, and it's kind of cleaned up afterwards. I got nothing to say. That was a good fight.
Absolutely. As there goes Bonk already falling early. Wise falls as well. Big kills from the Ramantra. Another kill, but U4 getting rid of Sayer. And that Ramantra again with a triple. to end that other fight. Now they're already at 25% from capping it all the way.
Yeah, Trix. I mean, Trix in aggro. He's not giving Archangels a second to breathe. Every time you see them getting a little too aggressive, punishing that immediately. I mean, he's about to do it right now.
Absolutely, and yeah, here they go. Already good job folding on them. And Kiriko tries to save the loot, but it won't matter. Kiriko will fall for it. Oh, Ramantra barely lives. It is just a really good effort so far from EBL. They're just doing really good coordinated pushes, really splitting apart, you know, Archangels, and we'll have to see how Archangels will adapt to this.
I mean, it's really just Tricks, and that they're not afraid to get, you know, a little aggressive, to kind of use their body to get the team in there, to get some damage done. But Tricks, I mean, they had to stop Tricks from walking. I mean, if anything, try to play a bit slower, try to shoot. That's a good start.
There's Kasune. That could be big. They already lose the neck, but they're gonna pop the ult. They're gonna get anybody. No, but the Ramantra gets 2 big picks with his, and he's still gonna stay an ult because of the Diva. Oh, he will finally lose it, but the mech is gone. And yeah, so far, rough. Kasune rush used early. There's high noon, and it's not gonna get anybody. First point in a dominant fashion goes to EBL Esports.
And a lot of that was Tricks. I mean, Tricks is not afraid of anything, anybody, and wants all the smoke because they were not, I don't want to say into, because I don't think they were into, because I do think the rest of the team was playing around Tricks really well, but I do think Tricks is just hyper aggressive, which is good. That's a good thing. This game is kind of a fight of who can play, you know, first, who can act first. And Tricks is getting EVO Esports to act first every single fight, fighting picks on whether it's Atlanticus or Wise or even at times Euphoric. I think it's just they're allowing these windows to open for them and the team to find picks super early into fights.
Absolutely agree, and it looks like EBL already is first, ready to fight. This Ramantra has been fearless, and he already gets a kill. And, you know, Diva already separated from her team, about to fall apart, and they will. They're in the corner. Flush gets a pick there. And again, EBL with another great team fight win here, and we're gonna have to see. Oh, it's our first time, I think, in the night seeing Omre.
Yeah, I think that's actually our first as of looking at a new character tonight, I think.
No, we saw Domino.
You're right, you did see Domino earlier. You're right, you got a point. That's right. But I want to ask, I was going to continue this. Well, yeah, true, we could probably put it in Bonnie, I think.
Well, let's see what they're going to do here. So far, again, EBL doing just a really good job, being really dominant. And they're slowly having to back up. Wait, that was a questionable using it quite early. Diva already low. He already lost the mech again. Huddles with a great kill. And again, that's a team kill.
Yeah, I mean, they're just reading the fights really well.
Yeah.
And I think they're putting Archangels in a weird spot where, like, they're forced to make switches. Like, they're on Imri, they're on Junkrat now. Like, they're forced to make switches because they kind of can't break Tricks. They can't break this invincible. I mean, even though you got a pick on your forfeit, you know, they're walking in, getting aggro, just looking for any good possible.
Absolutely. As Diva again getting a double kill. Well, there's some kills. Well, wait a minute. It looks like that might be a team fight win for Archangels, and they're gonna start actually gaining some ground back finally. But man, for DBL, you have all 5 ults in the tank ready to go. There is Bomb Kasune, but there's that Ramantra ult again. It's been lethal so far. There's the Diva Bomb. There's Beat. Diva Bomb doesn't get anybody. And Euphoric falls. Flush with a great double kill there as the Kiriko keeping it going. Wise gets the kill on Tracer. And yeah, EBL again. Another team kill. They've been doing just an amazing job winning these team fights. And that will be the first map.
I mean, that's 200-0, right? I mean, no fights lost. Every
Yeah.
fight won.
Well, except one. The one at the
They
end.
lost.
Technically, they
I will-
were
I will-
up. But
I will count that one continuous fight. Because that fight never really ended. They just got it. And maybe you could count it as like a fight win technically, but
yeah, it's a little interesting. But
yeah, whatever. Not the details, but I want to point out though, like I've said it before, but Trix's ability to read kind of situation and
Yep.
to kind of, in a way, conduct this team to into fights and how conducting them into these areas, into to parts of the map where like, I mean, first fight in the second point, they got a pick in 15 seconds. It took them 15 seconds from them out of spawn doors to get the first pick on that second point. I mean, that's just incredible pace out of Trix and EBO esports. And I think, on the side of Archangels, it's just I think a lot of it just comes down to, I think they're trying to split a bit too early, which is allowing Trix to find these opportunities to get picks. I think their best bet is to kind of just play a bit more stacked. You're trying to push too much too early and kind of just force Trix to back away to then, push up, take more space, do your thing afterwards. I think they're just like overstepping their boundaries and getting punished for it a lot of the time.
yeah, I'm in agreement with you too. I think EBL has been doing a really good job, really sticking together, really splitting apart Archangels. But man, we'll have to see what will Archangels need to do in this next map. As yeah, we're looking at the map pool here. I mean, you got Hybrid, Flashpoint, Escort, and Push. The thing is, if you want to run it down as all 5, I think a Flashpoint map would be really good here for game 2. Just to really keep up that pressure and really keep up that pace. I also don't think maps like Escort would be bad at all. Like Rialto, Root, and Havana would be bad. Bruna Sapi, Speranza, New Queen could also be decent. All these maps honestly could be good. And it looks like they're gonna decide on Rialto, which is nice. I think
Need your
going
pace.
to I think going to Rialto is really good. It's really gonna help not have, because Rialto doesn't have that many like flank rounds like Legion does. Legion has a lot of spaces where you could just run around the enemy. Rialto is kind of you kind of really do that, and it looks like the first ban from the Archangels is gonna be a Kiriko ban.
That makes sense, actually. I see that being possible. I mean, having Nikiri, then go pressure is a little weaker. You also think it kind of forces them to play like a BAP, which kind of forces you to play a bit slower overall. Because BAP kind of needs a bit more time to set up, poke a little bit, get out. Like all their ultimates are kind of more on the slower end compared to Kiriko. So I do think BAP ban,
Yeah.
I actually do like that ban a lot. It slows down EBL a crap ton.
Yeah, absolutely is. It looks like what EBL is going to decide to ban here will be the Diva. I think Diva is really strong on Rialto. There's a lot of good little high grounds that Diva can get to pretty easily. So getting rid of that, pretty good. Getting rid of Kiriko here. I mean, Kiri is always just kind of a good ban if you don't know what to do. I feel like Kiri is just such a strong hero. And yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, can Archangel slow down EBL, or is EBL just going to keep up this high pressure momentum and just keep running it down like they did in Lijiang?
I guess we'll find out. But I do want to wind back a bit.
Yeah.
Again, talk about the map, the bans. We saw the Diva. I wanted to comment as well too. These bans also kind of like tell what any team might play. There's a possible Winston you might see. Maybe they want to play Ramatra and want to keep the playing field somewhat leveled. I do think Winston has a rough time against Ramatra. And from what we saw from Trix, I mean, if your Ramatra's that good, you might as well keep running it, right? So I think we're gonna see EBL try to force Archangels into a neutral, like, linear playing field instead of like forcing to kind of play like this vertical type of style with the diva. But it's also very possible. You might see Winston. You might see Winston pop up. I mean, maybe Trix is multi-talented instead of just being a Ram, from what we saw in the first map, a Ram god, basically.
Oh man, you see who they just put in. They are swapping out, Wise for your hero, Scrambled Eggs. Eggy is in. Eggy is ready to rock for
won.
this game 2.
They already won the map.
They won. Eggy's that much of a difference?
I don't know. I mean, I'm playing. I have no idea. I mean,
We don't know.
that first map was just so dominant. I don't know if the
It
switch is
was.
going to change everything. But it's
You
possible.
never know. You
It's
never
possible.
know.
Yeah.
Having
right, you
good
never know.
support, having a really great support backline, especially maybe one that's a little more familiar with each other, really,
Mhm.
it could definitely help out, especially if you got like that more veteran type of support back there just ready to keep everyone up as long as they can. But we will see what they're gonna do, as it looks like they also swapped in Rock for Atlanticus. And yeah, let's see if we can get into this game. Yeah,
I'm gonna be assuming. Archangels want to play like a dive of some sort.
I bet
maybe?
we're gonna see a hog. I bet we're gonna
I'm
see
thinking
a hog.
hog. A hog. You're thinking hog. Okay.
I'm thinking a
Let's see it then.
hog.
We got time.
Just because on this first point, especially if you're on defense or offense, that hog can always be a really
Yeah.
goofy, fun pick. You also can see Ramatra, though. Ramatra was really great, and they're gonna... Ooh, okay. EBL going with the Domina. I really like that. Domina I feel like is really good on this map since it's more pokey.
Yeah,
It's a
I
really
agree.
good Domina map. For Ramatra, still a really solid map, but now the height from both teams kind of can't get contested. It's a bit weird.
I mean, you get to
Except
rotate the
Tracer,
whole
I
team up.
guess.
Just rotate the whole full team up high ground if you need to. But I agree with you though. I think Domina is really strong, especially like in poke mirror, because of her shield being super powerful. Her damage also too. If you can aim well, that weapon you can easily burst down anything that really tries to fight you. And then like you said, the ultimate, it stops anything from working at a certain point. So it's like I think Domina definitely like against this Ramatra. I think as long as they can work on kiting the Ramatra forms when Rock does walk in with them, I think the Domina pick is definitely like neutral wise strong.
Ooh, Scrambled Egg gets a pick on Reaper. That's
go.
a big pick.
Let's go.
Egg already working their magic, cooking it up in here. And that's a big Widow shot. So far, flush falls. Good shot from Newport. And so far, it's already been a better defense than last map. And there goes Rock with a big kill on Domina right there. And Cuddles will also fall. So far, way better defense from the Archangels.
Yeah, I mean that's a good start. I mean, you have a lot more poke, I think. Not having the brig, and trading up for Yari with Flush, and then Wu Yang with on Flush playing Wu Yang, and also having a Domina too. I think as long as you can kind of like play. Oh wait, I got the teams reversed. Oh my god. Wait, I'm playing at the wrong team the whole time talking about that.
My goodness.
I think EBL should look to try to play more angles, play slower instead of trying to like run it down mid like a viewing turn.
Absolutely, but so far, oh
guess,
no,
if it
Sayer
works, it
gets a
works.
kill on Ramantra, and now Scrambled Egg has to run away. And so, I mean, there's 2 minutes. They're about to have it. Cuddles with a big pick. Domina gets rid of the brig, and Cuddles gets a pick on Egg there. And it looks like they're going to cap it, and they're going to have about, what? Oh, 4.5 minutes on this second point. Yeet. That's crazy. A lot of time.
I mean, you need that done though. The second point is rough, especially like if you lose a fight.
Yeah.
The high ground patrol, hold it. Like you can easily get that 4 minutes down to overtime.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, Puddles barely surviving. And Isolator gets a big pick on Flush right there. And Isolator gets another pick. Get him rid of the Sayer right there. And there goes Bonk. Big kill. So far, both teams kind of feeling each other out. I mean, there is ults on the board, but I don't think either team really wants to pop them at the moment. There is the Widow ult, but it's a Widow ult. There's the Domino ult. I don't think he got anybody. Cuddles with the big pick. And Rock will get the kill on Cuddles. Rock is running it down. And Reaper gets rid of scrambled eggs. That is rough. That's a lot of the heals gone. And so far, Rock barely staying alive. Rock will fall. Big nade. There's the Wu Yang goal. It's gonna get two. They're gonna get their Wu Yang. And now Euphoric trying to get a pick as Widow here, as it looks like EBL will cap with 4.5 minutes on now to the third.
I mean, a lot of that comes down to their sustain. Do not get picked. Well, okay, well, as I say that, it slows down. But I do think, though, the overall just sustain up. Okay, well, I mean, I'm trying to talk, but it people keep, yeah, I know. Right? Like every time I talk about sustain, just someone just stops sustaining. But I was gonna say, the way to sustain on the side of EVO Esports just allows them to just continue to live on point and be confident in themselves to get picks or just live and kind of come back in the fights. I mean, Archangels, they're looking like pretty good. I mean, 4 minutes to cap, good point, but it's doable. I'm not, you know, it's doable.
Isolator falls because Cuddle. No, oh well, you know, you got Archangels with some ults, and here they go with one of the ults. The Wu Yang able to get Domina, but it won't matter. Seer will get the pick. There goes Rock, and Bomb, and I think they're gonna cap with 3.5 minutes. Yeah, they're gonna cap it.
Yeah, they are. Okay, well,
just about 3.5 minutes. So we'll have to see what will Archangels need to do for this defense. I'm going to say a little crazy of a take. You might think I'm crazy. Maybe? Well, never mind. They're no longer on defense. I was gonna say, if you're on defense, maybe you could bring out like an Olari or something on this, but...
Yeah, no, I think Yari definitely could work too. I think the things were... I mean, they won't break a good chunk of that, which I think doesn't help much. I feel like the main thing is that their team comp just, I feel like, just couldn't really out-poke EBLs. You know, they kind of lost that poke because it was Wing versus Brig. Wing is always going to win that, like, in the poke setting. And I feel like, you know, I think they even switched themselves at one point. I think Bonk went to Wing at one point, towards the end of that. But I think it was kind of just too late. And now we get into this defense for the side of EBL. It's just the Genji instead of Tracer, which I think makes sense. Except the Domina, right? Instead of the Domina, the Widow, the Ana, like, just don't have that poke, that potential. And also have really good control of the map. And I mean, we even see Rock has to switch to Domina because that's just how strong that character is in the poke mirror. Like, if you want to play poke, you have to play Domina because, again, the range, the burst, the abilities, like everything about Domina's kit basically screams, I'm the best poke character, pick me. You know, they're pick me girl basically with that character.
Basically, as let's see what the Archangels are gonna do for this offense. I mean, they got quite a climb to do. Oh, Kato's already picking one off. Almost picked another off. Both dominants have used their shield. Scrambled eggs falls. And Kato's really trying to get these snipe shots out. Rock will fall. And yeah, I mean, U4 gets a pick, but Archangel's already having to go back to spawn, and they're just having to wait a second to spawn.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine though. I mean, you still have 3.5 minutes basically to cap this, and U4 gets one pick on Flush. That's a really good start to push this card a little bit faster scoring.
Yeah, there's no supports at the moment for EBL, so they're Ana and Wu Yang. That's the kind of downside of this. They're both not the fastest heroes. And there goes, you know, there goes Trix. Already down their Domina. And now you can see the Archangels trying to demand for space. They are trying to fight for every inch right now. Flush doing a good job. Isolator with a double kill right there to keep this offense running.
Yeah, I mean, there's gonna be any good start to how offense will be there. I mean, the ability to kind of just like sustain. I mean, in the Batpiari, a lot of good damage. I think honestly, more damage in the background so they can be able to score. And also with too, that's Domina. I mean, they have these go things down. As long as they kind of just live these fights, I mean, you have to better sustain. But Reaper with 2 on both ISO and Pop. Maybe even 3. That's it.
A triple. Great kill from Reaper. I mean, he is going crazy. Titles to get the pick. Man, they were not even a meter away from capping it. That is heartbreaking. But you got 2 minutes. There's still a lot of time. You only need to win 1 team fight, and then you got the point. But
yeah,
now it's going to be a question of, can EBL hold
Personne n'échappe à mon regard.
Both teams have 5 ultimates basically, so this fight might just come down to who can use the most ultimates at the same time. I have no idea how this fight is going to go, but it's going to go one way. Oh, Bonk is down.
Wow. Man, they are going in. Tricks trying to prove by Tricks are kids. They are going in for the kill. Flush steals it.
Tricks are not freaking.
And yeah, I mean, right now, that card's still going back. We're essentially about 2 fights left in this time bank, unless if they cap.
Whoa.
So we'll have to see what Archangels are going to do. They have 4 ultimates online.
On a Sombra. They switched off of Widow to a Sombra. Prior to counter, you know, this Widow on the side of BBL. Because, I mean, it makes sense. But now, Archangels do not have a whole lot of poke. They're down poke because of that Widow. Also, that down pressure.
There's Blade. Everyone's just pressing Q.
Yeah.
And, man, the Archangel's gonna do it. They won the team fight. It looks like they're gonna get this. Unless if I jinx that. I think they got it.
They got it.
So 2.5 minutes. They are down on time, but they are not out yet. We'll have to see how they're going to keep going with this offense. And for EBL, you're just going to keep eating away at this clock. You cannot let them get momentum.
Yeah. I think a lot of this would just come down to like them just pressuring, like especially like U4 in the ISO. Pressuring this Sombra Sim, just making them not give a toss and then just start getting, you know, really early on the side of that's the ability. I forgot the name of it. I'm blacking out.
Wow. Oh wow. 2 big ults, so Chris has already popped their ult twice in this match. It's been crazy on this defense. Ult out. Yeah, I mean, Dom's kind of looking out Rocket's fall, so. And there goes Isolator. Bonk will fall. Man, this is going to be rough, but for Rock, luckily he will get back much faster than Trix will. And they are pushing the point. They are pushing the payload, getting it moved along.
I think they're a little too aggro. Just clean pick. In a fight where that should have been really winnable. I mean, but you know, the thing is, they do have the nano. They got even nano on a Reaper maybe. Give them a bit aggressive, maybe even look for a plate possibly, or probably with the nano going in.
Oh, there they go. They give it to Domina. Hey, Domina make it work with it. Wow. EBL immediately doing work with it.
Truly lockstep.
Yeah, I mean, Reaper had a good angle in the backline. I think they got like 2-3 picks to start that fight before the Nano even did anything. I could be wrong, but I do think Reaper got like 1 or 2 to start that fight off. Really, I mean, really good plays out of Reaper there. And now, I mean, this fight, DBO Esports, they do have the Wing ult, they have the Deadeye coming up. They also have Blade coming up soon as well. Archangels, you know, they're not slouching behind. They have 4 ults outside of window, every single window. So this fight, I think honestly comes down to like, DBO use ults better than Archangels, you know, quality over quantity.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Oh, Lori, oh, there's the Domina ult. That might be big for Raku. And then Bonk gets 2, Bonk gets 3. And U4 getting 1, and it looks like they're gonna push it to start the 3rd stint for this offense. What a great play from Bonk, getting a triple there.
Archangels look icy. I mean, every time they need to win a fight to bring the car a little bit further, they've done it. That's the 2nd time in a row. Whereas last fight, they got to win a fight, and they did it. After that, though, when you 4 picks, that's a good eye.
Definitely not the greatest start, but we'll have to see, what they're gonna do in this. I mean, it's been so tooth and nail so far for this offense, and Roku will fall. Bonk falls as well. Isolator gets 1. It just feels like the moment that EGL gets 1 pick, or sorry, EBL gets 1 pick, it's over. They're all over them. They're like, we got 1. Everyone Q.
Yeah.
I mean, not Q, W. Everyone press W.
Yeah.
All at once.
I agree. I also think, too, on top of it as well, I think our Angels are just like, they're not having the best time fighting against EVA, especially Trick. I mean, even right here,
Talk about that. There's a double kill for Repo right there. 30 seconds left. We're basically one last fight left to go. And then that's it.
I mean, and EBL have so many ultimates. They have the Nano, they have Ghost of Portal, and they have that on top of it as well. I mean, the only ult that Archangels have is their win down. I mean, they're gonna have to get a good one. Doing a chance in this.
Absolutely, as it looks like Rocket gets a kill on Tunnels right there. Will get rid of Rock. Bonk falls, Flush will fall, and EBL.
I mean, it's only Tricks left.
Wow.
What even? How?
I don't know, but they climbed back. I thought they were about to lose that fight, but no.
I thought so
they
too.
They clawed it back, and they won the team fight, and they're keeping this offense alive. I mean
they're doing it again. Again, they keep winning fights when they have to win it. They like to give EBL a chance to get back into the fight just to crush their dreams anyway.
Absolutely, it is why Rock is in Rock. Here we go. There's the domino ult. Are they gonna get some big kills with that? No, they don't get anybody with the domino ult. There's big anti. And they're still pushing that car. It's still going. Flush falls. Riggs is so low. Bonk can get the kill, but Riggs can get one as they fall. Reaper falls. And like the Archangels will do it. They have gone the distance and they are demanding an overtime.
That's the iciest team alive right now. Iciest team alive. I mean, every time you think EBL Esports should have won the map confidently, they just somehow managed to bring a fight from the depths of the underworld and just
that offense
use it.
What? Of if you've ever watched the movie Real Steel, it's Adam. Just like, all right, you're done, yeah. All right, what? You're not done? No.
That's Real Steel.
I'm pulling out
basically,
that. Yeah. Yeah. People aren't gonna know that reference, but I hope they do. But let's see, how are they gonna do? Yeah, going back immediately to Domino. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I do see a Freya. Freya is here for Cuddles. I think Freya does really well in this map.
I think Freya is probably the best hit scan to play here because the verticality, the range. I think Freya has the most potential to get damage and picks off. I think because with Widowmaker, she's pretty low damage with really high pick potential. Sojourn is kind of a bit of both, but in return, her mobility kind of is a little bit weaker here because you don't have the things Freya has, but Freya has what Sojourn has and Widow has in one carrier. It is probably her. I think, in my opinion, it is her best map in the game.
Here we go. Let's see what the Archangels are gonna do. Are they gonna keep up their offense and keep it going? U4 falling early, a little tragic. And see Raku versus Trig. I mean, they're keeping the car moving. The car is not stopped yet. If finally press the brake once, and it keeps going. They're keeping up the offense. So far, EBL really having to back off, but Rock falls. That is a big hit for EBL Esports. And now for Archangels, you gotta keep this alive. U4 will fall. Island Isolator will also fall. And Ridge still alive. Scrambled egg falls. Grace the only one left on point. Rock is back to protect the Freak. What are they gonna do here? Grace is flanking. The Tracer isn't doing that. Anna. Stop the ult early. You gotta use ult if you get it now. There's no stopping. Reaper falls. Rock falls. That's not good for the Archangels. And they're somehow trying to keep it up. There is the frill, and they will have to step off. And that will end their offense. That's rough.
You know, if I was Archangels, I would have to kind of, you know, I would have to think of a derpy quote. I don't know the exact quote, but you know, the whole thing about Tiger's advantage. I would have to start praying to whatever I believe in, whatever they believe in, hope that Tiger's advantage is a real thing, because they have to hold this for 4.5 minutes and they didn't even get past the second corner. That is not a lot of distance for how much time EBL really has to hold this.
It's not
Or to push this
impossible,
out.
but it's definitely going to be very difficult to stop them, because like essentially one team fight win and it's over. Like you can't lose for like 5 team fights if you want to win this map. As this is going to be interesting. Bringing out the Torb. Got the Torb and the Brig duo out there.
I see why. I see the vision. I mean,
yeah.
Torb is like, I don't know, like he's like a weird character. Never bad.
He's good again. He could be good
Never
against
great.
that Genji.
Exactly though. We're gonna have a real difficult time trying to get past him, because you try to peek, look for a pick, boom, look for a flank, boom, towards team face, you know. So it's like, I see the vision. I also think Torb is really brawly and having the
big pick from Puddles there. Rock already half. Oh, that's a big anti-nade. Big nade, and they already lost Rock. And Bonk trying to survive as the baby tank won't do it. ISO trying to run in. Are they going to get anybody? No. And EBL will take it pretty quickly into the overtime. Really great effort, though, from Archangels to duke it out and get it to the end.
Yeah. Well, I think Cuddles for a good start. And I think, honestly, that kind of shows like the whole series has been. Cuddles has been, in this Widow matchup, they've been like on the upside. Like, I think the entire time. Maybe like there's like one moment. But Cuddles, you know, they're making it really hard for Euphoric to have a good time on his Widowmaker, you know, finding any type of value. They're kind of forcing Euphoric to play those unnecessary characters. Like Summer, for example, we saw a bit earlier. They're forcing him a bit of, not necessarily uncomfortability, but forcing their team to play a bit uncomfortable with the characters. And I think that honestly added to the whole way the map went. And I mean, even that last, you know, that's a little bit just overall, just, not Euphoric, sorry. Not Euphoric. Cuddles having just, you know, a map, to be honest.
Absolutely. I also think Reaper did really well as well. You know, showing the game of the play with the Genji. Doing great.
I agree.
But, yeah, and it looks like they want to go to a good old 5-minute bio break. I guess this is time for me petting Truffles part 2. Time to get my boy. Time for you, I guess, to go on another runaway chase.
I'm gonna doom scroll. I'm gonna doom scroll on Instagram for 5 minutes. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. You gotta tell me if you see anything Overwatch related in 5 minutes.
Of course.
But we'll see y'all in 5 minutes. Hello, and we're back. And it looks like our third game, match point for EBL, will be going to Blizzard World. I think that's going to be an interesting map for us to roll into. What do you think about it?
I also agree.
World.
I also agree. I do think this will be a pretty good map. I mean, after we saw Rialta, I mean, you know, Archangels, they do have fire in them still. That first map did not shake them up any bit. Because I mean, that if that last one mean anything, I mean, listen, reverse sweep is possible. It also could not be possible. I have to like counter react the caster curse. It's possible, but it is impossible. You know, it's fully up to what Archangels want it to be. If they want a reverse sweep, they will. If they don't, they also will.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well, yeah, and it looks like the bans for this map is going to be Cassidy and Brig. And I guess we're going to see what we're going to do here for it. It is going to be interesting how they're going to set this all up. I bet we're going to see Domina again. I bet we're going to see Domina again.
I think Domina's definitely playable. But, okay, so Archangels are kind of running it. I do think because the Brig is banned, the Brig and Cass is banned, that is a lot of potential to dive, a lot of potential to play Tracer. Kind of see EBO, Reaper, running the Tracer. On the side of Archangels, you see the Diva, but they're also running the super, like, sustain. Oh, true, yeah. Oh my god. Well, I mean, that helps too then. We have the Cat and carry tricks around or whatever, but Archangels, they are running the Emery and the Torb. I mean, that's pretty sustainable, honestly. Running the carry Juno as well. Like, Archangels are gonna have a pretty, like, and at face value, a pretty simple time living these fights, right? But EBO, their team comp is, it's no slouch either. They have Vendetta Tracer, super brawly, but don't have much range compared to the Emery Torb. And also, like you mentioned before, they have the Cat. First time running the Cat. I don't know how it's gonna play out, but
let's see. Vendetta gets a pick, but Cuddles will fall for a big kill from 8 there. Get rid of Cuddles. Let's see. They're just still feeling each other out. Both teams are kind of separate. Actually, it's a really good job from Archangel sticking together. They're getting rid of tricks. Big pick there as the lane assist is pushing in. And yeah, I mean, good team fight win for Archangels. Good job wasting time. But the good thing about the Cat is that the Cat can always pick someone up and bring them back to the fight way faster. So we'll have to see how much that is used and see what this Cat's going to drag off the map, I guess, here in a minute or two when they get their ult. Ooh, Cuddles goes in, but it's rejected by Lantis. The Cat bringing up the Zarya. And the Zar trying to get rid of Emery, and they will. U4 falls. So far, the Cat will get rid of Current. Kitty Cat is rolling up. And yeah, Cuddles falls. Really good job right here from EBL Esports Cabinet. There gets rid of the Kiriko. There is the Diva Bomb. They're not going to get anybody. ISO gets a kill on Reba. And another great stop, it looks like. Oh, there's the Cat ult. He didn't get anybody, though. The Katy Cat didn't get anyone. The Tor popping all out. Trying to make a good welcome match. And they're not going to get anybody, it looks like, so far. There's Flap! And Trish will get two before falling, but Atlantis will get one. Scrambled Egg falls. It's a 1v3. Now it's a 2v1. Diva loses mech. And the Cat will get the melee on Diva.
Objective lost.
long fight. What a very long fight that was.
Absolutely. As
but
the Kitty Cat, this is why you don't give cats jetpacks.
I agree. This is why they shouldn't have done it. But I mean, they did it and they won first point with 4 minutes, I think, remaining. They used like ultimates for that though. And I guess the cat got a little drunk on catnip because what is that?
Yeah, floating in the air. U4 getting 2 big pigs. This defense so far from Archangels has slowly gotten better map after map. It has slowly been building up to just be a better wall. And, you know, EBL, I know they got a lot of time, but Archangels doing a good job stalling. They have a lot of ults on the board ready to go. We'll have to see how they're going to use it. D.Va already popping another ult. Cuddles will fall. Big kill from the turret. And let's see, Kitsune Rush is out. It's just bonk over there, though, and it looks like EBL will have to run away from it. Kind of a big old waste, though, from bonk there. But they are eating time away every second.
I also do think too, I do wonder why Cuddles is on this Vendetta Tracer, because especially not on this tour, like they have a lot of range and just annoyance for Tracer and Vendetta. I feel like just switching off of one of them would just make this a lot more easier to just push out. I mean, Vendetta will go. Nope, it's not.
Great. With a double. And there goes the Kiriko. D.Va's the only one left out, I think. As the Dwarf trying to live against Trix. Trix will put him away. And yeah, I mean, they've wasted a lot of time here, though. Did a really good job stalling. And now with under 2 minutes, I think we're going to cap this and get ready for the 3rd point. There is a big grab. Oh, it doesn't get anybody.
Oh, this Suzu was perfect.
Oh,
Perfect Suzu.
oh, God. Oh, he's here to protect the point for even longer for Arcane. What a crazy time. They're going to get rid of Cat. Bob gets rid of the Cat. D.Va will fall. 3 minutes is what's left. Trix with a great double kill. I swear they only had like 10 health. They had barely any health to win that.
I think they had 10 at one point, yeah. Or 1 even. It was crazy low. But I mean, you know,
Yeah.
we've seen this Cat Zarya combo. They're kind of carrying the Zarya around wherever, basically, and they just, you know, rain down hell. And I mean, they're doing it really well. They have 2.5 minutes to push this 2nd point. They have a lot of options that they have to do. Pulse bomb, you know, the Cat. But I mean, Archangels, they are no fun to do.
Oh,
this.
there's one!
Yeah.
And they're gonna get the
Oh
Torb!
my god.
The Torb trades.
That guy really
Torb is
did.
like, if you're going with me. Big kill. Let's see how they're gonna use the rest of these ultimates, though. The Cat already at 25%. There is Ray online. That is a big ultimate, but now both Rays are out. Scrambling gets a big kill on Flush. Trix falls. Atlantis gets a kill as well, and now EVL is gonna have to retreat. I know they have a good amount of time, but it feels like Archangel's defense has gotten better every second of the series.
Yeah, and on top of it too, I mean, EBL, he's got a lot of ultimates from bottom. They use the Cattle, they use the Juno, and Archangels only use the 1. And they were winning matches. I mean, that's a good start. I mean, they have a minute and a half. They just keep the rotation well enough and also get these picks like that. I mean, they might be able to ult them.
Oh. The welcome mat gets rid of Trix. That is gotta burn. As, yeah, I mean, 2 ults on both sides, but honestly, I'd give the ult advantage to Archangels. I mean, you got Bob about to be online, you got Rush, 2 huge ultimates, but you also got Grab. So let's see how that's gonna go. There is Grab, it gets 2! And there is 2 big pigs right there. Atlantis gets rid of Flush. Really good job. As EBO, I mean, they started this point with I think a little 3 minutes. There's Kitsune Rush. D.Va bomb is out. Is they gonna get anyone? No, they will not get anybody. And let's see what they can do here. Bonk falls, Trix falls, Isolator gets 2. But there will get rid of the turret. Flush gets rid of Torb. Cuddles will fall. A really great defensive stand for Archangels here on this 3rd point. They are bending but not breaking yet.
That's 20 seconds. 20 seconds, and they have the Bob to stall on the for Archangels like before. all EBL have is this cattle, and is this cattle really going to do anything that is going to be countered by Bob? I don't think so. That's right.
No! Oh no! Trish falls, but Bonk! Can Bonk TP? Bonk is alive! Oh no! Cuddles had to jump in and keep the the online going. And that will end their offense. That's got to be rough. They have to be like 0.02 meters away, I swear. Like, they were about to end it. And Archangel said, no, we will not fall. So it's now time.
I mean,
If you want to talk about a map win, you can do it. Y'all won it. You brought it out last map to get into overtime when you shouldn't have. You can do it again here, and we can get this to a game 4. But let's see. Will EBL's defense be enough? You think they should run the cat back, or you think maybe they should swap it?
I think the cat, I mean, you definitely could have done it again. I do think on on defense, I think the cat is a bit of, I don't know, cat's a bit of a weird character. It's like you kind of run on both offense and defense. But I also do think on defense, it might be, to an extent, a bit of a waste because you're kind of already in the position you want to be in. You don't really need to pull anybody anywhere. Let's just pull them out of spawn. I think on attack, though, you're kind of pulling them into positions on high ground or whatever. And I do think it is more beneficial to have a cat on attack. But like here, they're on a Bapuying. I think the Bapuying is fine. I think it works. I think it's good, actually. You know, a bit more sustained. You kind of have the space already, so you might as well workers that are really good at controlling it. But for Archangels, they're running a more aggressive type of style of dive now. That Torb, Astro for not only Torb Tracer, you know, that Tracer Diva, looking for guys, looking for angles. I mean, I do like the change of pace with Archangels on this attack. You can't run the Torb no more. No, the Torb is not that good at attack. Sorry. So again, just that change of pace, I do love. I like to see that. I just stay on hope that it works.
Ricks. Oh man, that's already big though. Diva already super low. They had to use Lamp early. And Diva gets that kill. Diva will edge it out. Atlantis is being ruthless with this Diva so far. And yeah, they are holding the space. EDL already having to give up so much space, it feels like. Really great job so far. Arcade. Wow. They are pushing it beyond. There goes the Diva, but that's fine. You got 2 ticks. That is huge. They lose the team fight, but they're going to get 2 big ticks. 2 ticks. And Scrambled Egg is getting one before they fall.
Hey there.
Okay, well, I mean, they can stall back quickly. They can come back in this fight quicker than they probably hope they can. I mean, EBL's going to live to try to... no, Reaper, I think the only one who can stagger it out. Reaper back in time? But, I mean, are you going to just have a better chance to fight this? I mean, Cuddles, they do have a trail. Only alive online in this game right now. I mean, you know, if you get a good ultimate on like a Dino or Kiri or the Ash, even I think, you know, this fight would be done real quick. Oh.
And let's see here. Cuddles falling early. They're the only one with the ult for their pre-BL at all. And it looks like Archangels will cap it. 4.5 minutes. That, I think, is more time than what EBL had going into it. If I remember
It's either
right.
been more or the exact same. I think it was very similar.
Yeah.
But
Very similar.
still a lot of time now. We see the switch from the back to the Kiri. I see it. I do agree with it. I think the BAP against the Tracer and the Diva, I think BAP just gets ran over way too fast. Having the Kiri from his ability, also really good at controlling angles, and especially against like the Tracer instead of against the ISO. I think it helps more.
Oh, there's the Bob actually. Where will Bob stop? Bob went all the way to McDonald's. He's alone right now in the playpen. What are you doing in StarCraft? As both teams are still fighting each other. And Diva somehow wins? I can't believe that. I can't believe Diva made it out of there.
Hey.
Oh,
Power of Diva.
Bob's left.
Power Diva right there.
Power of Diva.
I mean, here, ulti goes, I mean, Archangels have 4 ultimates. They have the Pulse, the Bomb, and both support ults. EBL, they have ults, but not, the ults aren't as major. Like, they do have Blade, but Blade's kind of using counter. Same with Ram, or same with Spray ult.
Evo Bomber, it's gonna get anybody! No, it's not gonna get anybody. Cuddles and Reba. Hendrix getting big kills right there. U-Fort trying to help it up. Seer with a good kill on ISO right there. You know, now Archangel's having to come back. I mean, 3 minutes is a lot of time. They need to see what they're gonna do for this next fight. They do have Ray. But is that enough to go against the Ramatra? Oh, I'm not sure.
Me neither. I mean, they don't need much help. I don't know what you do. I think you just lose the fight against Nebula. That's kind of
Yeah, now we're Ray, and you can't even use the Ray. It's gone. But it doesn't matter. Chris falls, Cuddles falls as well. And it looks like Seer's about to fall. They will fall. And now Archangels is keeping up the momentum. They got 4 on cart. They want it to move as fast as they can. Because this could be it. This could be it.
I think EBL have both worlds now. Changes, having the Genji as well. I mean, that's a free combo with the Weeing bubble. Ulting. Reaper in. Atlantis just back and bomb. Ult comes out on the. What?
Oh, Diva losing Mac. That's rough. And they will not get that Genji that they wanted so bad. 1.5 minutes remaining. I mean, there's a lot of ultimates about to be online, but also EBL has Kasune ready to go. And that's going to be rough to go into.
I think a lot of it comes down to just like if Archangels can get ultimates and use ultimates well enough, because EBL do not have the ult advantage. They have the ult eco. I mean, even use Rush right here. They have no ultimates now. All they have is spray a bolo shot coming in. Archangels have 4 ults, no 3 ults. Sorry, they have the wall, the bomb, and the rush. This is make sure every ult you use has a purpose and gets bodied. And don't let EBL catch.
That's a big ultimate. Reaper falls. There goes Ramatra. Those are 2 huge picks gone. And for Archangels, you gotta keep this payload moving. There is one more team fight though before this is all over. 1 or 2 more.
I mean,
maybe not if they keep 3 on card. They're gonna touch. They're gonna touch again. They will. Ramatra's back. He's ready to touch. There's the Kasune rush. Archangels Kasune is out. And there's the Ramatra again! Beatrix barely stays alive! And Atlantis will fall. I don't think anyone's gonna touch. It has to be the Tracer. If anyone's got a hope, I don't think they're gonna touch it. Nah, they're not touching it. That will... Oh, they were literally half a second late. EBL Esports will end the series. 3-0. But that last map was so exciting. The last 2 maps have been so exciting.
Yeah, I definitely do think, even though first map, we thought, we all kind of had an idea like, okay, Archangels, I mean, they were into series. This might be a real short series. But even though it's still relatively short, I do think the maps that we did get after that first one were, showed strong performances out of, 100%. So the strong performances out of the side of Archangel, especially like Minariato. It was so close that he had more time, maybe they stalled out EBL for longer. I think it could have been, could have been a whole different series, but either way, EBL still played really well. Trix, I mean, to be honest, if we're gonna give the MVP to anybody, it's gotta be Trix. I mean, Trix probably was the best player on that team. Enable everybody to do anything possible, just from their aggression, their confidence to hold space, confidence to take space, confidence, like their confidence. They're a super confident player, understand the game, and they kind of like just they outplayed everybody.
Yeah, I mean, Trick's showing it up. For they're showing it up for the breakfast crew, as I'm a
Okay, here
member
we
of
go.
it as Biscuit.
There we go.
Okay. The best cereal is Reese's Puffs though. So Tricks though did really great, and I think that will be it for us for here tonight. It's been your boy Biscuit and
Tetra. It's
Tetra.
been Tetra. Mhm.
Yeah, and then this was broadcasted by Elvin. And until next time,
Oh
we'll
shoot.
see ya.
Shoot.
Bye
Did this
bye.
shot?